very much, Mr. President, and ladies and gentlemen of the Senate. I rise in support of 1487. As most of you know, I'm a physician. I've been spending the last 45 years of my life keeping people healthy, and this bill does that. To give you just a very brief perspective, at my college reunions, I'm deeply moved by the memorial service that we have for people who have died since we last gathered. The memorial chapel at my college is a place of solemn grandeur, a very quiet place, a sober place. When we enter, we each take a card with us with a deceased classmate's name on it, and when the time comes, we read that name aloud. It is a sobering moment, a very still moment, for all that remains of that person is their name, spoken clearly in the quiet air. At our first reunion, there were only a few names for us to read. Now that I'm older, there are almost as many names to read as there are of us who read. Soon, those of us who are still alive will be reading many names off of many cards. A Harvard and CCNY study estimates that main care expansion could well save 157 lives. That is, 157 people will die here in Maine if we do not expand main care. If we do not expand main care, will we have the courage to face what we have done and go around this room, just as we do at my college, and each of us reading not just the name of one person from a card who has died, but perhaps up to 4. That is, will each of us take a card, people unknown now, but people who will be known next year, and read their names? We'll read solemnly, soberly, with full knowledge that the name on each card is that of a real person, just like us, now dead. Let me tell you very briefly about one of my patients. When we gather here next year, I do not want her name to be on one of the cards that I read, to be read aloud. She is a lovely, hardworking, quietly beautiful woman from the county. You would be proud to have her as a sister, as a wife, as a mother. She has lupus. She has bad lupus. Because she does not have insurance, she has been hospitalized several times recently with complications, most recently for kidney disease. Her last bill at the hospital was $50,000. I can and indeed do see her for free as an outpatient, but she cannot afford medications. She does not get good care. Without main care, this woman will die. She will be named on a card that I do not want to read. Today we hold people's lives in our hands, people whom fate has singled out for injury and illness. There are not many decisions we make in this room that concern life and death so directly. I have never before had to make a decision of this magnitude in my 40 years of practicing medicine. I fear for us today if we make the wrong decision. I do not fear for my patient, for she will die and she will find peace. I rather fear for us the living, for we will not find peace. Thank you.